All right, everybody, and welcome to another space weather video. We spent so much time looking at solar imagery of things like sunspots that we actually didn't cover things like flares and coronal mass ejections. So let's do it. Here's the X-ray flare profile. Over the past 3 days, likelihood of solar flares has gone way up with a huge solar uptick. Huge uptick in the sunspot number and the radial flux. It's looking exactly like a grand solar maximum and absolutely nothing like a grand solar minimum. Here is the proton flux over the past 3 days. No relativistic particles showing up. Don't be surprised to see some, as we've got a ridiculous number of sunspots. We're going to be at like 120 for the sunspot number. Here's a quick solar system forecast. Here's where things are located now. There's where things will be in 1 week. We'll have a crescent waxing moon on the 4th. An exciting day for us at the Smash News Network. Next, a star chart. This one is from in-the-sky.org. If you're up before dawn, you may see a lovely planetary pileup happening here. Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter all rising ahead of the sun. It's a great time to be up before dawn, especially if you've got a low horizon and clear skies. The blue line is the galactic plane. The yellow line is the ecliptic. And let's look at coronal mass ejections on this short live stream. I don't think we see any, but let's take a look at the Soho-Lascaux C3 on the right and the Stereo A coronagraph on the left. Now, we've got major solar flares major solar flares. We've got major sunspots facing the Earth, which make the likelihood of major solar flares indeed very high. Accompanying that is the likelihood of major filamentary eruptions known as coronal mass ejections. Don't be surprised to see some in the earthly vicinity with the insane number of sunspots that we currently have on the sun. So that's about it, folks. Just to recap here, these are located at Lagrange 5. That's Stereo A. That's this left view, which puts Earth off to your right from the perspective of the Stereo A spacecraft. The Lascaux Soho C3 puts Earth behind you from the perspective of the spacecraft because it is located at Lagrangian point 1, right here in between the Earth and Sun, about 1 million miles toward the Sun at a gravitational equilibrium point where the spacecraft can easily orbit that spot without using a lot of fuel. So that's what we use to look at coronal mass ejections from 2 different perspectives to both inductively and deductively figure out the trajectory of coronal mass ejections. Expect to see some coming. And expect to see us producing even more videos here with this crazy uptick in solar activity. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists. Make sure you check us out on all of our different social media platforms. We are all over the internet. Shout out to Smash staff. Thanks for posting everything, every place, being our IT department and our social media manager. In the meantime, may that solar wind be at your back. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. Smash-O-Mash, signing off from the Smash News Network, the busted name in news.